Dear aspirant, welcome to Current Affairs for UPSC by ZAKI. Today we are going to discuss about the new monsoon forecast model. So see what is this new forecast model and what are the models previously used by the Indian Meteorological Department and why Indian Meteorological Department failure to predict the exact and accurate monsoons in the previous 2 years in 2019 and 2020. So, see our new monsoon forecast model. So, if we see the recently Indian Meteorological Department maybe introduce new monsoons model this year for the better forecast and basically changes in their own rainfall pattern. So in the previous year, in 2019 and 2020, IMD means Indian Meteorological Department failed to forecast the magnitude of the monsoon. Basically, the heavy rainfall is in the Gangetic Plain area and also in the Himalayan region. So, see, the monsoon that concluded in 2020 was unique. In that, with monsoon in 2029, it was only the third time in the century that India saw back-to-back year of the ever normal monsoon. So it means 2019 and 2020 both years have above normal. So it is after century, 100 years after that, the continuous 2 year will see heavy rainfall in the monsoon. So basically, these predictions are based on the dynamic model developed by the Indian Meteorological Department. So in both years, the monsoons in 2019, it was 25-year high in the IMD, and finally IMD failed to forecast the magnitude, and they all only indicated that the monsoon would be above normal, not heavy but above normal. So that's the basically failure of the Indian Meteorological Department. So Meteorological Department maybe introduce new model for that monsoon. So see what is the models. So basically there are three different model for the monsoons. So as DS5, basically DS5 is who heads the IMD Climate Research Services. Climate Research Services Pune said in his talk there were three different models that could be tested this year, means 2021. Two of them were dynamical, so in that two dynamical and one is statistical. So these three models, 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's basically these three models will be introduced in this year. So see about the dynamical model. So what is dynamical model and what is statistical model? So what is dynamical model? So if you see the dynamical model, the climate of any particular day, so simulated on supercomputer. Basically, these supercomputer are basically based for the climate predictions, and basically and meteorological observe that changing daily output. And much like that, computer simulations of the event is allowed to unfold over the time. So they see in the computer simulation. So we see a small animation further for what are the dynamical and non-dynamical model, which will be the most accurate for the climate forecasting or weather forecasting model. So we move forward. So first we see the phenomena of Indian monsoon. So basically, our Indian monsoons we see here. Indian monsoons phenomenon completed in four steps. We call it four steps. So one step is heating the land. Is it heating the land and sea? And after the moisture come into the atmosphere and they move towards by the easterly from the equator to the equator. And after equator, they they go into second position and they go to the atmosphere and condense. And after condensation, the third phase is the precipitation. And after precipitation, we will move to the south of the equator, and finally, in fourth step, they finally merge in the cool air of the southern hemisphere. So remember that if the northern hemisphere feeling warm or heat or summer, then southern hemisphere is in winter. So that's the cool and the finally. So that is the whole cycle of our monsoon cycle. Monsoon. Basically, it is June. So we move forward and see about now we see the forecast model of the statistical. So we see the statistical. So statistical. So basically, if you see the statistical model, it is a traditional statistical model equate the relationships of the physical parameters such as, for instance, sea surface temperature, SST, sea surface temperature, snowfall, temperature of the land mass, etc. for the predictions of the monsoon with the actual observed rainfall in the past year. So if we see 2019 and 2018 and so on previous year, what type of the actual rainfall observed, land mass heating, snowfall and etc. So it is based on the past experience, statistical model based on the past experience. So basically see the sea surface temperature SST. But here, a statistical model, scientists left behind, they don't know about what happening beneath the sea, not sea surface temperature, but inside the sea. So the phenomenon inside the sea is also influence the Indian monsoon. So it is not so simple that they easily predict the monsoon. So we move forward and see the trend in meteorological is toward the dynamical model, and basically the dynamical model uses of the several things. So basically India want to use dynamical model, but still the official forecast rely on the output of the statistical model. But still as official output or official forecast basically rely on the statistical model. So now the IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, want to adopt the dynamical model and basically the most accurate model. So their chief limitation, basically in statistical, they don't account the changes in the weather once the monsoons has commenced and might influence the future. So in future and whatever, it is not exactly will able to calculate in the statistical model. So that's all in the statistical model. So we move forward and see the three model under the consideration. Basically, Indian meteorological consider three model as we earlier discussed about, two dynamical model and one statistical model, and under these there are 12 global circulation model. So all these 12 global circulation model are dynamical model whose output would be combined into the single one. So they want to output. So presently the most see what is the presently most efficient forecast weather forecast model adopted by the advanced countries such as United States of America. So see the new dynamic core model basically it is adopted by the US, basically developed by the NOAA, National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration. Yes, it is developed by. So the new dynamic core model. So if we see the new dynamic core model, finite volume. F means new dynamic finite volume 3 means 3Q was developed by National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration's Geophysical Fluid Dynamic Model and Geophysical Fluid Dynamics Laboratory. So we, in short, we can call it GFDL. So GFDL in Princeton, New Jersey, US. The FV3 core bring a new level of accuracy. So that is very accurate numeric efficiency to the models and presentations of the atmospheric process such as air, motions and all. So if we see the new forecast model, so it's made possible to simulate the cloud and storm in real time at the resolution not yet used in the other operational global model in anywhere in the world. So it is most accurate weather forecasting model. So the FV3 core enable the model to provide the localized forecast. So it is also specialized for the localized. If you want to see the Himalayan landfall, you can see in the precisely in the Himalayan region. So that's why it is most efficient model. And it and whether several forecast weather event localized simultaneously or while generating a global forecast every 6 hours. So every 6 hours they generate global forecast. So see, looking about the 10-year, so in future they also calculate a GFS model will FV3 code will be run higher resolutions and able to zoom on a smaller and a smaller storm. So if some smaller storm, a smaller area, they able to zoom and they calculate the exact phenomenon of this. So the product provide the forecast better picture how the storm evolve and how the precipitation and all weather thing will be happen in the future. So see here it is a small animation of the FV3 powered GFDL model, basically geophysical fluid dynamic laboratory. So it is GFDL model. So see here, and you can see this is and you can see here these all area and storm and all cloud were uh, observed in the real time. So if we see they will be changed into the such kind of this type of model, and after that they will zoom in a shorter area. So if they want to exactly research something, you can see the real time observations of the storm. So this model is very efficient model for the forecasting of the Indian monsoons and other weather condition in India. So this is basically presently used by the United States of America. So we move forward. It is after this is a small animation. So that's all about the new models of we observed in the observed in the episode. So this we move forward and we move our next section, and next section is question for the UPSC. Our next section is question for the. So see, consider the following statements. The India's official forecast rely on the output of dynamical model. Statement 1. Statement 2 is in the dynamical models, the climate on any particular day is simulated on the supercomputer and meteorologists observe the changing daily output. So they observe changing daily output. So which of the above statement is correct? A only, one only, A. B two only, C both one and two, D neither one, no two. Please write your answer in the comment box and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So for that kind of video, so this video is very significant for the civil services aspirant. So if you are appearing this year's civil services examination, basically 2021, then you must subscribe our channel for this kind of video. And this is a series of 45 video, and that's why these video are very significant for you for the examination point of view. So what is dynamical model, what is a statistical model, and etc. So we move forward, and our next section is answer of the previous question. So answer of the previous question, consider the following statements. Unlike the conventional encryption, quantum communication is considered unhackable. It is right, because it is the quantum entanglement. So if one particle destroy or disturb, the second particle also destroy or lost the quantum entropy. So they immediate detect by the user. So that is it is basically unhackable communications considered. So, and second is in 2016, China launched the world first quantum communication satellite MOSI. It is also right. MOSI or MISIUS is the same name of the satellite. They also call MOSI or MISIUS. So statement 1 is also right. Statement 2 is also right. So which of the above statement is correct? A, 1 only, not correct. B, 2 only, it is also not correct. Both 1 and 2, it is right. And C, neither one. So it is also not correct. It is also not correct. It is correct. And it is. So answer is. So finally, answer is. So that's all about the new forecast model of Indian Meteorological Department, who will be adapting the new monsoon forecast model. Basically, it is the weather forecast model. So in this video, we see the dynamical model and statistical model and all that. So if you know, if you want to know more about the precipitation, monsoon, and all that, you can join our geography class, and also subscribe my channel for a short video for the concept clarification. So we will start after that. After this 45 videos, we will also start a concept model in geography, environment, and science. So that's why you must subscribe our channel for that. So I hope this video will be very significant and helpful for the examination point of view. So being a serious student, you must like and subscribe our channel So thanks for watching this video. Thanks.